The air shimmered softly in the dusk, laden with the scent of ancient trees and earth. Beneath the sprawling banyan tree, Buddha's robe fluttered gently, mirroring the waves of peace radiating from his presence. His gaze rested on me, serene yet piercing, a reflection of the eternal truth locked within his soul. "Speak," he invited, his voice like the tender ripple of a pond disturbed by a falling petal. I hesitated, burdened by questions that weighed heavier than mountains, carving shadows into the recesses of my mind. "I do not understand suffering," I confessed, my words trembling like fledglings taking their first leap into the void. Buddha nodded slowly, his silence more eloquent than any proclamation could ever be, carrying unspoken wisdom. "Suffering is like fire," he began, each word sculpting clarity from the fog of confusion enveloping my thoughts. "Fire consumes, it transforms, and yet, it nourishes. Without fire, even the coldest nights would remain stagnant." My mind raced to absorb his analogy, seeking the elusive thread that could weave understanding from chaos. "But why must we suffer?" I asked, my voice a melody of both anguish and yearning. "Because suffering is the teacher that awakens us from illusions, granting sight to what lies beyond the veil," Buddha replied. His words sparked within me a realization half-formed, a picture painted but lacking the final stroke of truth. "But I seek joy, not suffering," I protested, struggling against the tides that sought to pull me deeper. Buddha's smile emerged, unhurried, like the crescent moon rising to cast its light upon darkened waters. "To desire joy alone is to deny half of life's heartbeat. Joy and sorrow are twin notes of existence," he explained. He gestured to the tree, its roots deep in the soil, its branches reaching toward an infinite sky. "The roots do not envy the branches. Both are part of the tree's journey, distinct yet inseparable," Buddha said. I felt his words stretching through me, reaching into the buried spaces where my own truths had lain dormant. "Then what of the chains of suffering that bind us? Can they not be broken?" I asked, my tone urgent. "They can," Buddha affirmed, his hands folding before him, "but only by understanding their nature and accepting their lessons." "What lessons?" I pressed, the yearning within me roaring louder than waves crashing against jagged cliffs. "That life is impermanent, that attachment breeds suffering, and that freedom lies in surrender," Buddha said, his voice unwavering. His words carried the stillness of a mountain unyielding in the face of the passing winds and storms. "Freedom is found in surrender?" I questioned, the juxtaposition of these concepts rattling my understanding of liberation. "Yes," Buddha replied, his voice like the echo of a flute carried across distant valleys, soothing yet firm. "To surrender does not mean to bow. It means to release the grip that blinds us to truth," he said. My breath caught at the profound weight of this statement, my spirit teetering between resistance and acceptance. "What truth is hidden by our grip?" I whispered, almost fearing the answer that might uproot my assumptions. "That we are one with all things, and to hold tightly separates us from the harmony of the cosmos," he said. I could feel the energy of his words interwoven with the rustling leaves, the whispers of the infinite. Unity does not mean sameness. It means understanding the balance within the diversity of existence, Buddha explained. "I still fear suffering," I admitted, a confession that emerged from the shadows of my heart unbidden. "Fear not suffering, but the unwillingness to face it. Growth is born in the crucible of acceptance," Buddha said. "How do I learn to accept what burns within me?" I asked, the urgency in my voice pressing forward. "Let the burn transform you, not destroy you. Fire tempers steel, yet steel forged denies the fire no gratitude," Buddha replied. I could feel his words wrapping themselves around my being, threading themselves into the fabric of my understanding. The sun dipped below the horizon, a silent witness to the timeless teachings unfolding beneath the ancient tree. Buddha sat motionless, as if his presence alone held the weight of the universe together in balance. I bowed slightly, overwhelmed and enlightened by the exchange that had rattled the pillars of my existence. Will you walk the path of discovery? Buddha asked, his question a gentle nudge toward the choice awaiting me. I hesitated, my feet rooted in both the comfort of familiarity and the call of the unknown. Yes, I finally said, my voice steady, reflecting the decision etched now into the foundation of my soul. Buddha's gaze lingered upon me, carrying both approval and encouragement like an autumn wind lifting fallen leaves. He said no more, but the silence between us spoke volumes. An unspoken contract of transformation. The stars revealed themselves slowly, their light weaving a tapestry of infinite questions and limitless answers. Buddha rose and began walking away, his silhouette fading into the embrace of the night, leaving me in thought. And as the first star rose above the horizon, I understood to awaken is to remember we are already whole. Another day. The dawn painted soft hues across the horizon, while the world stirred with a quiet anticipation. I sat beneath the same banyan tree, its ancient roots holding the wisdom of countless years. Sheltering me in its shade, the air hummed with a faint melody, as though the earth itself breathed in rhythm with the universe's heartbeat. Buddha arrived, his steps unhurried, his presence radiating tranquility that seemed to blend seamlessly with the morning light. He sat across from me, his movements deliberate, his gaze carrying the depth of untold stories and infinite truths. You have returned, Buddha observed, his voice steady, his tone neither questioning nor assuming. A simple acknowledgement of my choice. I nodded, my mind teeming with inquiries. Questions born of a restless spirit searching for answers beyond its grasp. You seek understanding, Buddha said, his words unraveling the tangled threads of my thoughts with effortless grace and clarity. Yesterday, we spoke of suffering, I began, my voice hesitant, yet determined to uncover the layers of hidden meanings. Indeed, Buddha replied, his hands resting calmly upon his knees, his expression open as the sky above us. Is there no way to escape suffering entirely? I asked, hoping for solace beyond the shadows of its presence. Buddha's eyes softened, his gaze turning inward, reflecting the gravity of the question that hung between us. To escape is to avoid. To avoid is to deny. To deny is to remain blind, Buddha said firmly. But why must life be intertwined with suffering? I questioned, the yearning within me spilling into my words. Suffering exists as part of life's balance. As darkness complements light, as night transitions into day, Buddha explained. I felt the weight of his words settle upon me, heavy yet liberating, a paradox unfolding within my heart. But if suffering is inevitable, how do we endure it without despair? I asked, seeking guidance amidst the chaos. Endurance is born from understanding. Despair fades when one embraces suffering as a catalyst for growth, Buddha replied. His voice carried an essence of serenity, as though it had traversed the waters of sorrow to reach untouched shores. Growth through suffering. How does one begin this journey? I inquired, my spirit eager yet apprehensive of the path ahead. Begin with acceptance. For resistance to suffering creates chains. Acceptance of suffering transforms chains into stepping stones, Buddha advised. I closed my eyes briefly, grappling with the intricacies of his wisdom, struggling to see the path clearly. Acceptance sounds simple, yet it feels insurmountable when suffering consumes the soul, I admitted, my voice edged with vulnerability. Buddha's gaze softened further, his eyes reflecting compassion that soothed the frayed edges of my spirit. Simplicity is not absence of difficulty. Simplicity is clarity found amidst difficulty, Buddha said, his tone unwavering. I allowed his words to echo within me, stretching into the corners of my being, seeking resonance with my truth. How do I find clarity when the storm of suffering rages around me? I asked, searching for an anchor. Clarity emerges when one recognizes the storm as temporary, and the observer as eternal, Buddha answered gently. His words painted an image of the ocean's surface, disturbed by waves while its depths remained undisturbed and infinite. But how do I become the observer, unshaken by the turbulence of suffering? I probed, my yearning intensifying, by realizing that you are not the storm, nor its waves, but the stillness beneath them, Buddha explained. His statement unraveled a layer of understanding within me, revealing the essence of being amidst the chaos of existence. To realize this stillness, is it a destination or a practice? I asked, seeking further clarity on the journey. It is neither destination nor practice, but recognition. Stillness exists within you, waiting for your awareness, Buddha said. The banyan tree rustled softly, its leaves echoing the wisdom that lingered in the space between us. Awareness. Is it the key to freedom from suffering? I asked, the depth of his teachings sharpening my perception. Awareness transforms suffering into understanding. Understanding transcends suffering, unveiling the freedom inherent in each moment, Buddha affirmed. His words resonated with an undeniable truth, their simplicity powerful, shaping the foundation of my evolving consciousness. But awareness seems elusive, like a shadow slipping away when one seeks to grasp it. I expressed honestly, awareness cannot be grasped, it can only be felt. Nurtured by the presence of mindfulness, Buddha explained patiently. His voice reflected the gentle yet firm guidance of a river leading its waters toward the vastness of the sea. How does one cultivate mindfulness amidst life's distractions and chaos? I asked, my spirit eager for practical wisdom. By focusing on the breath. For the breath is a bridge between presence and eternity, Buddha said with certainty. I took a slow breath, its rhythm calming the tides of my thoughts, grounding me in the simplicity of existence. Breath as a bridge. How does it guide one toward awareness? I asked, my voice softened by contemplation. Breath anchors the mind in the present, unveiling the truth obscured by the distractions of past and future, Buddha explained. His words settled within me, bringing an essence of peace that began to ripple through my understanding of life. Then awareness and mindfulness lead to liberation from suffering's grip? I asked, eager to connect the dots unfolding before me. Yes, but liberation is not escape. It is transformation, wherein suffering loses its power over the awakened soul, Buddha said. His statement illuminated an unseen path, a journey beyond the limitations imposed by suffering's presence in life. Another breeze passed through the banyan tree, its leaves dancing in harmony with the wisdom exchanged beneath its shade. I gazed at Buddha, his serenity unwavering, his presence a mirror of the eternal truth he carried. Will I find liberation in this lifetime? I asked, the vulnerability of my longing spilling into my question. Liberation is not bound by time. It is the recognition of timelessness within each moment, Buddha replied. His words offered both comfort and challenge, urging me to embrace the paradox of existence without fear. Then liberation is already within me. Waiting to be seen? I asked, my voice reflecting the hope budding within. Yes, Buddha affirmed, his tone carrying gentle encouragement as though to nurture my spirit toward its awakening. I bowed slightly, gratitude pouring forth like a river overflowing its banks, flooding my soul with reverence. Buddha rose from his seat, his steps as deliberate as his presence, his movements in tune with the universe. The sun climbed higher, its light illuminating the path ahead, though the journey remained cloaked in mystery. And as Buddha's silhouette faded into the horizon, I felt the seed of awareness begin to stir within me. Another day. The horizon glowed with the fiery hues of dawn. Nature awakening to greet the promise of renewal. The banyan tree stood steadfast, its ancient branches reaching outward, sheltering the earth beneath like a protective guardian. I approached with a sense of purpose. My thoughts tangled in the web of questions seeking resolution within Buddha's wisdom. He arrived moments later, his figure framed by the light, carrying the presence that seemed to quiet the surrounding world. Buddha sat across from me, his gaze steady yet kind, inviting the dialogue that awaited within the silence. "You return again," Buddha observed, his voice harmonious with the rustling leaves, a cadence of infinite understanding. "Yes," I replied, the storm of questions within me demanding release, seeking the guidance he carried like sacred flame. "What troubles your spirit today?" Buddha asked, his tone light yet grounding, anchoring me amidst the chaos of my thoughts. "Yesterday, we spoke of awareness. Is it enough to awaken the soul's potential? Or must one seek something beyond?" I questioned. Buddha's gaze turned inward, as though his response emerged from a depth that transcended lifetimes of understanding. "Awareness is the beginning, but not the end. It is the seed that grows into wisdom's infinite branches," Buddha replied. His words painted an image of a tree, its roots deeply anchored, its branches climbing toward the expanse above. Wisdom. How does one nurture its growth? Is awareness alone insufficient? I asked, eager to uncover the next layer. Awareness uncovers potential. Wisdom cultivates it. Wisdom is born of reflection and action aligned with truth, Buddha explained. I allowed his words to settle within me, their weight grounding my restless spirit in the soil of understanding. Truth feels elusive, like a shadow receding the closer one approaches its edge. How does one capture truth? I asked. Truth cannot be captured, for it is not a possession. Truth is experienced through the harmony of being, Buddha said. His voice carried an essence of serenity, its depth revealing truths that awaken dormant spaces within my awareness. What does harmony entail? I inquired, my thoughts seeking pathways that led toward integration, toward wholeness amidst fragmentation. Harmony arises when actions align with the essence of existence, balancing the inner and outer realms, Buddha replied. I felt his words stir something deep within me, the simplicity of his wisdom echoing timeless truths, but balance feels fleeting amidst life's relentless demands, I confessed, my vulnerability exposing the barriers I struggled to transcend. Balance is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of equanimity amid them, Buddha said, his voice steady. His response carried the essence of clarity, the gentle reminder that resilience could coexist with vulnerability within life's dance. How does one cultivate equanimity? I asked, the longing within me pressing toward the clarity Buddha embodied, through mindfulness and surrender. Mindfulness grounds you in presence. Surrender liberates you from attachments that bind, Buddha explained. I closed my eyes briefly, letting his words resonate, their melody weaving themselves into the fibers of my understanding. Attachments. They feel inevitable within human life. How does one release them without losing oneself entirely? I questioned. To release attachment is not to deny connection, but to honor impermanence without fear or grasping, Buddha replied. I felt his words offering both comfort and challenge, urging me to embrace the paradox of existence without resistance. But fear of loss grips tightly. It feels impossible to loosen its hold, I admitted, my voice edged with anguish. Fear arises from resistance. Acceptance transforms fear into understanding, unveiling peace hidden within impermanence, Buddha said patiently. His words soothed the tempest within me, offering a guiding light to navigate the shadows of fear. Peace sounds distant when fear prevails. How does one begin seeking it? I asked, hope quietly stirring. Begin by stilling the mind's turbulence. Allowing presence to unveil clarity hidden beneath the chaos, Buddha advised gently. I took a slow breath, its rhythm calming the tides of my thoughts, grounding me in the simplicity of existence. Presence. It feels evasive when distractions dominate life's moments. How does one remain anchored within presence? I asked. Through intention and practice. Intention directs focus. Practice strengthens awareness's roots, Buddha said, his tone unwavering. His response mirrored the steady cadence of existence itself, unyielding yet fluid within its flow. How does one practice presence amidst life's continual noise and motion? I inquired, seeking practical guidance. By embracing the breath's rhythm, allowing each inhale and exhale to guide you toward centered stillness, Buddha explained. I followed his instruction, letting my breath anchor me, its rhythm weaving threads of connection within my being. Stillness. It feels foreign amidst the storms raging within. How does one find familiarity within it? I asked. Stillness is not absence of motion, but recognition of peace that exists beneath it, Buddha replied. His words painted an image of the ocean's depths, undisturbed by the surface's restless waves. How do I carry stillness into life's storms? I asked, yearning to integrate his wisdom into my lived experience. Stillness is carried by the strength of awareness, nurtured by the practice of mindfulness, Buddha said confidently. His statement illuminated pathways previously obscured, revealing the infinite nature of presence amidst life's impermanence. Another breeze passed through the banyan tree, its leaves singing harmony that mirrored Buddha's teachings. I gazed at Buddha, his presence a reflection of equanimity, his gaze steady like the roots of the earth. Will equanimity lead toward liberation? I asked, seeking the unfolding threads connecting awareness, wisdom, and balance. Equanimity unveils freedom, granting liberation from suffering's illusion, Buddha affirmed, his voice harmonious with the wisdom of silence. His response carried the essence of truth, its simplicity powerful enough to reshape my understanding of existence's meaning. Freedom. It feels intangible, like an idea rather than reality, I expressed, grappling with the complexity his words unraveled. Freedom is neither idea nor possession. It is realization of your essence beyond suffering's constraints, Buddha explained patiently. The banyan tree rustled softly, its leaves echoing the wisdom that lingered in the space between us. I seek essence. It feels distant, beyond my grasp, I admitted honestly, my vulnerability spilling forth. Essence cannot be sought, for it is already present within you. To recognize it is awakening, Buddha said firmly. His words settled upon me like gentle rain nourishing the seeds of understanding taking root within my spirit. Awakening. Is it a single moment or continual practice? I asked, eager to uncover the path unfolding before me. It is both, a moment of realization and a lifetime of integration, Buddha replied. His tone steady, the clarity of his response offered reassurance, encouraging the journey beyond limitations imposed by illusions. Buddha rose from his seat, his movements deliberate, his figure blending seamlessly with the surrounding light. The sun climbed higher, its rays illuminating the path before me, though the journey remained cloaked in mystery. And as Buddha's silhouette faded into the horizon, I felt the seed of wisdom begin to sprout within me. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.